Hey, happy Tuesday, beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. It is time for Shift Your Thinking Tuesdays, where we transform our inner experience to a phenomenal outer experience for 13 minutes of our time, of our day. We do it together. Yay! 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 Drop in the comments, say hi, say hello. This is going to be a fantastic episode. This is going to be amazing today. I think you're going to really appreciate this one. Yes, yes. Okay, settle down. Get settled down, people. Settle down. You know, I have to say that to myself. Get settled down. Okay. We are in episode 73. Yo, we are killing this. We are killing this, y'all. We are killing this. I'm wanting to make sure the captions are up. You know how I am about captions. So here we go. Episode 73, the cost of making money. That's what I'm calling it. The cost of making money. Be sure to say hi, say hello, drop in the comments. Shout out to my Instagram fam. Oh, wait, something's happening on my Instagram. Let me disconnect from my Wi-Fi. I notice when I try to stream live on my Wi-Fi, it just does not like me. Yeah, see, now it says you are live now. So let me warm up to Instagram. Hey, y'all. I know my Wi-Fi did it. My Wi-Fi did it. So you missed the whole intro. You missed the whole intro. But it's okay. We are on 73, episode 73 of Shift Your Thinking, continuing from Dean Del Sesto, 200 Ways to Improve Our Lives. And that's what we're doing. Are you feeling improved yet? I am. I'm feeling completely improved. Completely. And this episode I'm calling The Cost of Making Money. The cost of making money. Please share or tag someone in this so that they too can get some positive transformational information. Thank you to our replay listeners on Spotify, iTunes, Anchor FM, Breaker, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts. Did I say iTunes? We're everywhere. We're everywhere that podcasts are played. We're everywhere. Greg Savage, American Security Mortgage, thanks for joining us on the Instagram. Yes. Okay. This is going to be a good one. The cost of making money. I'm in the section, if you are reading along in the book, I'm in the section where it says, making money is real expensive. It almost feels like an oxymoron. True? It does. It almost feels that way. Making money is real expensive. But I'm calling it the cost of making money. Greg says, top of the morning, my dear. Yes, it is top of the morning for me, but I know the East Coast, y'all way ahead of me. My designer, Nigeria, she's in next day. She's already on Wednesday. So isn't that amazing, that concept of time, this illusion of time? I won't get into that this morning. I won't do that. Grand rising, beautiful souls, wherever you are. All right, let's get into it. The author says everything we do has a cost, Everything we do has a cost for ourselves and for others. There's always a price to pay. Yes, there is always a price to pay. I wanted to call it an investment because there's cost and investment, but let's see where the author is going here with it, okay? He says, as we move about life, there is a constant pressure and tension to acquire enough wealth to not have to acquire wealth anymore. Greg says butterfly effect. Ooh, that's heavy already. I'm gonna come back to that. Are we feeling this constant pressure to acquire wealth to where we no longer need to acquire stuff? You know, I'm no longer in the acquisition of stuff. I can say that genuinely because I have already lost stuff. Early on in my life, I've acquired, I've lost, I've loved, I've lost. You've heard me say this on past episodes. So I am so much about the experience of what my spirit came to experience. I'm here about the experience. Hi, Jenny, my beautiful sister-in-law. Your birthday's coming up. Our birthdays are coming up. Stuff. I'm not into the acquisition of stuff, y'all. I'm having a fantastic time experiencing you, what I do in my work. I read a quote last night from the Awakened Millionaire, and it was talking about where you walk is church, where you work is devotion, what you speak is your prayer. Marinate on that. Where you walk is your church. Now, for those of you who know, this is not that platform. I'm not here to, there's no religious, it's not secular. This is really about transformational personal development and whatever your God is, right? For me, I am divinity. I speak to my inner God. Oh, that was so profound already. Greg is over here talking about the butterfly effect. He says, once the need is satisfied, the desire is no longer there, I guess. Ooh, I love that. And I think you have just answered why I'm no longer in the acquisition of stuff, because I've satisfied that desire of the acquisition of stuff. And when I've lost it, I'm like, okay, that's what that's about. Now what are we going to do? Go jump out of planes, climb mountains, group meditation on the beach, publishing books, serving children, empowering other people, loving other people. I had a motto this week: let go of people and love fish. Random, but I now have a desk aquarium where I have 9 fish and I have a scavenger named Sam. Greg says, exactly, on to the next. Greg, I think we're a little ahead of some folks today. It seems a little quiet. It's a little quiet today. Because some folks are in that acquisition. Nothing wrong with it. I'm speaking from here. Greg and I, Ted, looks like we're here. We're speaking from here. But I really like that. That's powerful. He says, perhaps, is this you? Does that resonate with you as we talk about the cost of making money, or money is expensive? All right, let's continue. This is only supposed to go for 13 minutes, y'all. And we already covered so much. Let go of people, love fish. Yes, exactly. Okay. Oh, forgive me. Okay, so Antoine Larry says, good morning, Desiree. She says, good morning. Antoine Larry says, wow, so deep. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to the comments, Greg. We're here. Everyone's here. Roll call. We're good. And that was deep, yo. Yeah, Greg says it was too early. Now we're good. All right, let's continue. He says there's no shame in that. That's what we just said. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. He says, but with day-to-day goals and activities generally set around career and earning potential, end-of-life goals tend to be more important than what's right in front of us. Ooh, so it looks like we're talking about being present. Are you so in the to-do and the acquisition of the next that you are missing what is right in front of you? Let me say this. Being on episode 73, I look forward to just doing this. I look forward to connecting with you all. I never know who's going to be on. I know Antoine's going to be on because he sets his reminder, and he said that to me. I love this brother for that. And he's going to be doing amazing things for 2019 when his platform, he comes out. And there are some people that I'm so enamored with. Those of you who chime in and build with me, that's my thing, right? Connect, build, and share. Antoine says, this is definitely resonating with me. Exactly. So let's continue. All right. He says, unfortunately, the author says, unfortunately, the key relationships we have in our life and how they will be affected by our quest for that number, that money number, that dollar number, somehow don't make it to the front of the line. That's so true. I was just thinking about this, like the moments and the things that I share with my son. You know, my son will come with me on my showings and my appointments. Everyone knows, like, he's part of the team. And it's those moments that in spending time with me on my quest for the dollar per se, you know, it's an income, it's my earning potential, but it's not the end all be all to me, you know, because I've done charity deal, and I'm starting this for 2019 because I noticed this in my career. I have gifted money to my clients in their transactions to make a deal work. So I think for December, I'm going to open up applications. And if you're a client who would like to receive a credit from me for 2019 in your real estate transaction, go ahead and apply. Send me an email, DM me, okay? And say, yes, I'm interested. For those of you who have successfully worked for me, pass that along. Let people know I'm doing that. I'm not going to do that year long because then I'm going to be broke. But I've noticed that there are some transactions that does warrant everyone kicking in money to make a deal work. I'm that agent. I'm super agent. I'm okay with doing that. But I'm going to take that on an application basis now. I can't just be doing that. So I said that to say those moments with my son, that, you know, versus, you know, having him sign up in this program and that program and after school, this and that, that's not really the heart of it. Him feeling connected to me in my present moment is what's important. And he's 7 now, and he's starting to ask a lot of these questions, these life questions. He's asking about my past relationship, which is very interesting. And he wants to know about marriage. He's 7, y'all. He's like asking real life questions right now. I'm feeling like, whoa, I've got to be clear of where we're taking this family. And that's what he's asking me. Where is this family headed? Who's in your life, Mom? Facts. That's man. I love him. So the author says, so who ultimately pays for our quest for wealth, things, and status? Who is paying for our quest and wealth? It's different for everyone, but generally it is those we say we care about the most who pay the most. Wow. You see how interesting. Let me put my mic on. That is really profound. That is very interesting. Did you get that? The people who pay for our quest for wealth the most are the people we say we care about the most, are the ones that are paying for it. And I know my family is a huge supporter, and I've had these talks. They've lovingly said to me about spending time with my son. They've lovingly said to me about spending time with myself. Are you getting those hints too in your world where people are lovingly say to you like, hey, hey, come to the family events. Come, and I've made it a point for 2018, and I think I did really well. I think I did really well where I actually did show up when I was invited. I was invited to a lot of things this year, and I showed up. Why? Because I didn't want those people that I care about to pay for my success and my acquisition of wealth, even though I work through the weekends and my only days off are Wednesdays, which is the day I do my show. But I don't do any heavy lifting on real estate. My days off is Wednesday. What are your days off? Are you doing the hustle and grind till you don't sleep? That's not real. That's not how you optimize your brain. And I do have a collaboration with Rob A on the Spirit of Business MiniCourse, where we're going to be talking about the shift in business consciousness and how your past life transgressions play into that, and being able to enhance you in your business. Yay! Greg says, tell Leon. Yes, awesome. Let Leon know I said hello too. I just spoke to him the other day. He wanted to collaborate. Are you the one? You guys want to collaborate? We can collaborate. I'm all about that. So, shift of business consciousness. Aren't you noticing this? And I'm not going to, but there is something changing. Some of you who are in tune are paying attention to it. That's why I'm wearing my Clairvoyant Entrepreneur shirt. I got a special pricing on these if this resonates with you. All right. I love this. Did you hear that? Oh my goodness. The people who pay the most for our quest for wealth are the people who we care about the most. Gosh. All right, cool. Look, I was trying to give you hearts, Greg. I was like, okay, cool. Greg says we're going to connect. That's deep, y'all. All right, let's continue and let's wrap it up. He says it's different for everyone, but generally it is those we care about. All right. He says, and it's, although it doesn't always hit us right away, we pay in the long run a steep relational price. Ooh, so now this is where we're going to bring it home. Relational price. Remember, we talked about we are in relationship with money, our spouse, friends, children, parents, colleagues, employers, employees. You are in a relationship with everything and everyone in your existence. And this is where we talked about where there is no balance. Find the peace and the harmony in those things as you are on your quest, as you are on your path, as you are on your journey, because there's no real balance. Why? Because one of those things on the spectrum, albeit a thing or a person, is going to pay a price. Someone's going to be left out. Something is going to be left out. Last week, I think we talked about to-dos. Stop trying and just make a list. I don't mean to yell at y'all. I'm not yelling. I just get strong. I feel passionate about this stuff because, speaking from personal experience in my past relationship, my former partner said to me that I cared more about work than I did him. Ladies, are you hearing this? Kings, are you hearing this? You care more about work than me. You care more about work than the family. You care more about the work than your children. I don't feel guilty about it. I made a point to acknowledge it. And then I had to make a shift in the way I was doing things. I had to make a shift in the way I was doing things. Yes. I just want to adjust my camera. So, is this resonating with anyone? The cost of making money? He says histories and biographies of financially successful people show that relationships are the number one casualty of the quest for wealth. Did you hear that? How many times we have seen successful men and women that are single and have no children? Napoleon Hill, actually, I was reading about him, who we know is the author of Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill, actually, his marriage suffered as he was on this quest. He actually left his daughter and his wife to pursue finishing what Andrew Carnegie asked him to set out and do. What was interesting, that although he made money, he had challenges with his own money. There isn't balance. There is peace and harmony, so find it. Greg says, I've been in his shoes. I incorporated myself in her industry. So you've made it work. And oftentimes that's when we see couples thrive, not just about survive. Is how can you incorporate yourself in supporting your partner? How can you incorporate your children in supporting the quest? I have no other option as a mompreneur. Like, my 7-year-old is going to be on my hip. He's going to be with me. He's got a name badge. He has dress code. He knows that his job is to hand out business cards. This is his job. He knows that is how he's incorporated. I love that, Greg. Greg says that I said it best. Kudos. Thank you. Antoine Larry says it is finding that balance that is so hard. And you know why it's hard? Because I just said it. You shouldn't be finding balance in it, because something is going to suffer. Something is going to pay the price. So there's not finding the balance. It's finding the peace. Find the peace within yourself to say, it's okay that today I'm probably going to go hard on this contract and I'm not going to have time to spend with my son. But maybe later on tonight, I can read him a book. I may not be able to do that on his timing, but I can do it later on when I'm not so focused and entrenched in my day-to-day work. What do you think about that? We have to change. This is what Shift Your Thinking is about, changing the language, because everyone is telling you to find the balance, be so zen about it. I have aquarium. I have a fish on my desk. Why? To find the peace, because I get so many downloads. I'm so creative. I'm so project driven that I need to stop the project driven, do the list, and find the peace. Guess what? And just having them swim around me and what they represent symbolically, because I've said this before. And as a clairvoyant entrepreneur, everything in life is a metaphor, a sign, a sound, a touch, words. These are metaphors and guiding posts in life. More that we'll be touching on in the Spirit of Business mini course. Because you guys, you know, you can easily miss it because you're trying to follow what other people are saying that you should do, but no one is thinking outside the box to actually say, this is how it is. I am. I'm saying there is no balance. I've shifted my whole concept from that because I felt like I had to find this balance. There are times that my partner used to say to me, my former partner would say, now that everything's done, I'm the last one left. He felt left over. He felt left over because I was in the acquisition of wealth and the career and everything. Like I was in the doing, but that's my energy. I'm a doer. I'm action oriented. And that wasn't conducive to our relationship for him to say, I'm left. Greg says, right, giving time is a commodity. Absolutely. And it's something that's very attractive when I find it that a man is giving his time to me. Why do I find that attractive? Because that is so important to me. Possibly my love language about time and quality time, because I know how much I'm out here working. My camera is bothering me, y'all. I got this new camera and the image. Okay, maybe that works. This is juicy. This is very juicy. All right, let's get it in. He says, it's easy to rationalize. Thank you, Steve Richardson and Karan. Thank you for liking, y'all. Make sure that if you just joined, you tag someone and share and let them know what we're doing. And if you're listening on the replay, please hashtag replay so that I know you've just chimed in and we can continue to build when I'm not live anymore. Listen, it's easy to rationalize the impact of our busyness. It's so funny because I don't like that word. I don't like that word. Busyness. I like to be productive. What about you? Thanks. Steve says, keep it up, Lisa. I am keeping it up. I keep keeping. He says it's easy to rationalize the impact of our busyness, time away, and distracted presence because we believe we are doing something that will benefit those close to us. Let me stop there right now. Rationalization. Woo! You rationalizing that, hey, it's okay if I'm working 12, 14 hours, 16 hours. Hey, sis, Deani J is just joined us. Now she's a clairvoyant artist. Easy to rationalize. I was doing a lot of that. We rationalize when we're trying to find the balance, but there is no balance. Find the peace and the harmony in what you are doing. Because rationalizing is you're justifying. It's okay for me to work 14, 16 hours for my family. It's okay to work 16, 18 hours for my family. I'm doing this for them. Really? If you burnt out and they can't enjoy you and they remember you, because the inevitable happens, you die, life moves on, and they'll remember you worked all the time and you worked so hard, but dang, you never had time to spend with us. You missed out on that vacation. You missed out on the family trip. You didn't come to so-and-so's birthday. You missed the award ceremony. You missed and missed and missed and missed. Why? Because you're rationalizing that I got to grind and hustle. Oh, I got to hustle and grind. That whole shift in business consciousness is happening right now. That is happening right now. Steve says, I see you from Hawaii. Shout out to Hawaii. I personally had to relearn to chill. Relationships have to be in the top priority. If not, we will sacrifice those closest to us on the pursuit of success. That is exactly what we're talking about. The people who pay the most for our acquisition of wealth are the people we are saying we care about the most. He says, you are leftovers when you make it home. Hey, Chad, good morning. Look, I be wanting to tap. I'm so silly. Yes. You are leftovers. Everyone else feels like a leftover. That was my lesson in my former relationship. My partner said, I felt like leftovers. You have given all of yourself to everyone else in the world, and he felt like leftovers. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. I like this. I'm really, really liking this. All right. Okay, let's continue. As he talks about easy to rationalize the busyness, thinking that those that will benefit from us, closest to us, like attaining things, gaining financial security, or creating more time down the road. Here's a little trick about that in terms of creating time down the road. You can rewrite history, and that is through techniques, reprogramming, rewiring the subconscious mind of what you're experiencing, advanced level stuff. But in terms of time, like, it is gone. That is gone. You have some great teachers that talk about being present. Being present. And that is exactly what we need to be mindful about. Being mindful about, which is being present. This is where I get to be mindful. We get to do this every week, and I've done this with you for the last 73 weeks. We're on episode 73, which means we have actively been practicing mindfulness. There have been some powerful things that we have learned in Shift Your Thinking. And it's being actively mindful. The cost of making money. Who is really paying that price? Don't try to rationalize it, Lisa, and say it's an investment, because you heard me when I first started. I said, well, is it paying a price or is it an investment? My mind already wanted to rationalize, because I know I am on that quest of acquisition of the earning potential. But I also said, I'm now experiential, because I've loved and I've lost. I've had the stuff I've acquired already and I've lost it. And now I've said to myself, on to the next. Why? Because money is a byproduct of service and your gifts. Money is a byproduct of your service and your gift. It is your gift to the world. Money is inevitable. But do we have the patience to stick with it? All right. Okay, let's continue. He says the immediate realities are that we come home late. Steve just said this, leftovers. I said this, leftovers. We're distracted, and worst of all, we come home without the energy to focus on the needs of those around us. We said this. My former partner said to me, now that I have given myself to the world, there's nothing else left. Now I don't do that. I have days off. I have time out. I intentionally, spend time with my family, my loved ones. I show up. When I'm invited, I show up. Show up. Yeah. This is heavy today. A lot of good stuff. I think it's timely as we get into 2019. Great reminder for me, because that was the lesson that I learned. And even though we were not on greatest terms, he was right in that regard. We argued about tons of things, but even though we may not had a meeting of the minds on the other stuff, he was right in that regard. And it only upset me. It only perpetuated our disconnect because I was like, but don't you get it? I'm doing this for our family. How many of you have argued and said, don't you get it? I'm doing this for us. But there is no us if you're never there. Wow, there is no us if you're never there. Woo. All right. He says, and then we justify it by saying we can fix it. Are you rationalizing? Are you rationalizing and justifying why? Because you're trying to find the balance. What did we say? There is no balance. Find the peace within yourself. He says, we justify by saying we can fix it when our kids don't really know us. Our spouse is divorcing us in their hearts, or our family and friends experience a half-connected us. It's only when we start counting the costs, he says, and that's often too late. Woo! Yo, that was major heavy. That was major heavy. Who is really paying the price and the cost of making money? Episode 73 on Shift Your Thinking. We have just concluded a very powerful episode today. Making money is expensive. Making money is expensive. Who is truly paying the cost of your quest? Lisa, it's not about who is paying the cost of my quest. That's why my definition of success is now different. It's not defined by money. My definition of success is very different from when I was on the acquisition of wealth. I've had to love and loss to know that none of it matters if I'm never present. Y'all. All right, this concludes our episode. Shout out to all of you who connected, built, and shared with me. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at lasuperagent. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.com. I'll see you next week on episode 74. Love you.